And ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome to the show Miss Isabel Marie. Hello.
Hi.
How's
Thank
everything
you so
going?
much for having me. Good, thank God. I was just telling you off the air that we just took a little break because of my dad's back surgery and everything, but he's recuperating super well, thank God, and we're gonna start performing again in March for Fanfare, and then we're super jam packed for April, May, and June, which I'm super excited about just to perform and meet everyone again. So yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. We're having a good time. We're getting ready to go out there to San Antonio for them 4 days, and we got a couple of events coming up ourselves. So we're gonna stay pretty busy as always. So hope we get to run into
Awesome.
you sometime.
Yeah, definitely. You guys have been great friends of ours, and I want to thank you so much for playing the music and keep pushing Tejano music out there. It's in bright and living color, which Mr. Q loves to say, and just keep pushing out the music. And thank you.
No, no problem, no problem. How's your dad doing?
He's doing good. So they had the surgery, and I did a little, I guess you could say like a little vlog, that we might be putting out on our supporters page on my Facebook. And he's doing well. They had to cut him through the stomach
Oh wow.
and move all his organs and everything, but just to get back surgery. And every day he's walking a little bit more, and it's just harder for him to do things that he used to do because of the surgery. But hopefully that it works and he's back to where he used to be.
Awesome. Well, we're glad he's doing great, and we're glad he's recovering well. And he gives us a scare every now and then. You guys say
Yeah.
send him to the hospital. He gives us a scare, so it make us
Yeah.
nervous.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate it. And there were so many prayers on Facebook from all the fans, and we want to thank everyone because we really do believe that there's a higher power in God, and
Of course.
and He, in prayer that it can really help someone and get them through rough times. So we really appreciate all the prayers that were out there, and thank you guys.
Anytime. So let's see. You got to be out there at Fanfare, of course. You're gonna be performing. Have you got your dates yet?
Yes, actually, we're going to be there March 15th at the Univision Fanfare, and then March 16th we're going to be at the TTMA Fanfare,
Uh,
which I'm really really excited about because I think we've done Fanfare like 3 years in a row already, 4 years in a row, and so it's always so much fun just to be able to see everyone again, all the bands and definitely all the radio stations and just get to catch up with everyone. So I'm very excited, and we're gonna be playing a lot of. I think we're gonna be playing our new song that Mr. Q just put out on his Facebook page, Q Productions, which is a mass medley that I just recorded like a week ago, and he
nice,
surprised us by putting it on
nice.
on Facebook. But it has Que Caro and Vuelvo and Que Por Qué Te Quiero. So I'm really excited about that. It was an honor to be able to pay tribute to Jimmy Gonzalez
Mm.
and Grupo Más. So we had a lot of fun. And also Chris Perales, who used to play keyboard for Jimmy,
Mm.
is now part of our band, and he did the arrangements for that medley.
Oh,
So I
really?
was super excited and honored because he's very very talented, and just to
Nice.
have him a part of the band too is really fun, and it brings something different.
Yeah. So when did you say that song was gonna be released, or when is it gonna be out?
It's actually they're gonna release it on all digital platforms. I think next week or later this weekend. I mean this week,
Awesome.
but they did already put a video on Facebook of the whole song, so you guys can go listen to it at Q Productions, and also on my page, Isabel Marie Sanchez. We shared it, and hopefully you guys like it. And we had a lot of fun again, and it was just an honor to be able to record those songs.
Awesome. Hopefully we get a hold of it. That way we can debut it on our next week's show.
Yeah, definitely. You guys will be the first people we send it out to,
Right on.
and make sure you guys play it a lot.
Yeah, we'll have it on our rotation, and
Thank you.
usually your new music that comes out, we end up having it on our top 20 countdown. So ladies and gentlemen, later on when we add it, make sure you guys go vote.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And you guys do so much for the Tejano industry, and online radio stations. They're really making like a great mark on Tejano music, and we really appreciate everything you do. Playing the music all the time, and never letting Tejano music be out of the limelight. So we really appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you guys taking notice of it. We work hard to bring out any kind of music out there. We don't ask for any credit. We just do what we got to do and
Yeah.
to take care of our music, and that's what we do. So,
Mhm.
let's see. You last year you won a music award, of course, a Tejano Music Award, and we didn't get a chance to catch up on that. I think, or was it last year or the year before? I think it was
I
the year
think it
before.
was the year before,
Yeah.
2017.
No,
Yeah.
we haven't had a chance to catch up in that time, anyways. But I just wanted to know,
Yeah.
how did you feel when you won that?
Oh my goodness, it was such a rush. I didn't know, and they brought me backstage, and I was like, okay, what's going on? I knew that I was gonna perform, but I didn't know what time, and so I was like, maybe I'm performing already. But then they said they just had me there, and then the people announced it on stage, and I was super in shock, and it was an honor because seeing a lot of um, a lot of very known artists and respected artists like Selena and Shelly Lattes and so many different artists win that award.
Hmm.
And for me to be able to, thank everybody who voted was super amazing, and I was really excited. It's my first award at the Tejano Music Awards. I was nominated last year for I think three categories, I think, or four categories, and that was really exciting too, just to be able to be nominated and be in the same category as really great artists.
Yeah.
So it's always so much fun at the Tejano Music Awards, being able to see everyone and get to dress up and have a great time, and it's always about just bringing that appreciation to Tejano music, and always there's so many people there and just having a great time, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but seeing that you're real busy a lot lately, and you do a lot of tours, and you travel around a lot, how do you manage to separate school from that?
Actually, I'm homeschooled, so it's very convenient for what I'm doing. I started getting homeschooled when I was in seventh grade,
Hmm.
and now I'm supposed to be a sophomore, but I'm actually they're already starting to work on a graduation plan. So
Oh wow.
I'm very excited, and school is so important, and I really want to push that because you never know what's going to happen, and school you get to have all that knowledge in and business aspect of learning in school, and so for me it really helps me in what I'm doing, because I'm thinking about doing business classes and everything, and with me having my own business, selling shirts and
Hmm.
selling CDs, merchandise, that's all a business, and so just to be able to have my part in that is something that I really want to help with.
Yeah. Is that gonna be your major, like, business?
Oh yeah, definitely. My dad, he started his first business when he was like 18 years old, and I guess that's always been in our blood, the business aspect of everything. And so, growing up and seeing my dad be so in charge of everything, and I've always wanted to have that kind of position, I guess I'd say. And so,
Yeah.
um, seeing that and I in what I'm doing, it's easy to learn from my dad and from Mr. Q and from everyone, and so and also from school. So um, I've been learning and putting that towards my business, and everything's going good so far.
That's good. That's
So
good.
yeah.
We're glad to hear it. So is there any bands in particular that you're looking forward to seeing out here in San Antonio?
Yeah, a lot. I think who's gonna be there? I think let me try to remember. Who's gonna be there? I think the guys from
You remember the name
from
they were in Milwaukee with you.
oh, Milwaukee. I'm trying to. I haven't looked at the list
Well,
yet.
we'll get back to that question.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm, I'm gonna look at it and then I'll get back to you and tell you who I'm excited to
There you go.
see.
There you go. Let's talk about your new CD, your new album, Hugs and Kisses. Where did you come up with the name for that one?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we were already doing the photo shoot for that album, and if you don't know, usually you come up with the album name before you do the photo shoot,
Yeah.
just so you can get like the whatever perspective you're trying to put out into the photos and everything. But we were doing the photo shoot, and Suzette, she was like, I gave this name to my dad, but I don't think he really likes it. He didn't show that much emotion when I said it to him. And she was like, I really like the name XOXO, and I loved it from the get go because it's my third album, and fourth third album. It's my third album. It's my third album. We're not at four yet.
It seems like your
But
third, huh?
yeah, we're working on our fourth one right now. But it's my third album, and I think it was just a perfect name to put out the appreciation to my fans for everything and all the support that they've been giving us, and just tell them in the music that it's made with love. And everyone always, when you send a letter or you write a message, some people always put XOXO, meaning with love, and it's like cariño. And so I felt that it was perfect, and I wanted to give my fans a fun album, and just a good time in the album. So it was perfect. It was a perfect name, and we ended up going with XOXO.
Yeah, it's awesome CD. It's a little bit of something for everybody. It's got a lot of
Yeah.
different types of music. Some old school Tejano. It's got some little bit of pop flavor into it, and cumbias and stuff. So
Mhm.
it's awesome. It's a little bit something for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And I've always believed in putting a big variety of music into these albums because growing up in Chicago, you hear so many different genres. You hear R&B, you hear regional mexicano, you hear so many like duranguense and all that stuff. And so being able to have a diverse, and also fuse music was really cool for me, and just to have something for everybody. To be able to listen to the album and have a good time listening it.
Is that something that you'll probably implement later on into your music? Try to widen the
I
variety, or just
yeah,
predominantly Tejano?
definitely. Even in live performances, we try to do a good variety of music. We do some ballads and a lot of cumbias and Tejano music, and then it's just a good variety of Latino music, really, and also English music. So I really would love to do to put my foot into a lot of different things,
Mhm.
and but Tejano lets me do that because in Tejano music you can sing English and Spanish.
Yeah.
So I really loved that about Tejano because when we came here, we really didn't know that was a genre at all. We heard of Selena and La Mafia and Mas, but we really thought that they were a part of the regional mexicano genre. And then coming to San Antonio, it was like our mind blew because there was a whole genre of these great artists that we
Mhm.
love,
Yeah.
and so I love that you can sing English and Spanish, and I was like, this is perfect for me because I don't only want to go into English, but I don't only want to go into Spanish, and it's like a good Chicano feel to
Yeah.
Tejano music. So I really love that about Tejano music.
Are you very fluent in talking Spanish?
Okay. When I came here, so my parents were born and raised in Chicago,
Mhm.
and my grandma and my grandpa and all my tios and tias, except for my dad, were born in Monterrey, Mexico.
Mhm.
So I've always known the accents, and I've always understood Spanish, but I never really had the chance to learn it, and that's because my dad had a lot of trouble in school, having Spanish be his first language. And so he didn't want to put that upon us, and he taught us English first.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, well, I'll get to Spanish later on in their lives, but that never really happened.
Yeah.
And so when I started doing, Spanish music, it was something that I really had to implement in my daily life because of what I was doing and, having interviews in Spanish and, really wanting to, have people feel that I understand what the songs are meaning and give that feeling also.
Yeah.
And so I learned it. I am not fluent, but I know how to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's every day. It's such a beautiful language. So every day I'm learning more and more Spanish. And when I'm not sure of something, I call my grandparents or I ask my parents about what it means or how I should portray my feeling in it
Hmm.
and learn every day. So I really always try to tell younger kids in our generation also, it's super important to learn Spanish, and especially now in jobs, being bilingual is super important in jobs, and they pay you more if you're
Yeah.
bilingual.
Yeah.
And so I've always told a lot of younger kids when we go to schools to perform and everything that you have to make this a part of your daily life and really reach down into your culture because it makes you who you are. And so having a lot of people who don't speak Spanish listen to my music and say that they could feel what the emotion is,
Yeah.
but they don't understand it is something that I really, really love because that's what I strive to do for people.
That's awesome right there. And it's great, especially at a young age, learning, how to speak fluently Spanish because, me, I'm 40 years old and I still can't speak Spanish too well. Mine is really it is Spanglish. Mine is so,
Uh-huh.
I try to explain,
Yeah.
the best I can, but it's kind of hard, but
Yeah.
it's good, to learn it, especially
Yeah.
at a young age.
It's really hard, but if you really try your hardest, and it's already been like I don't know, like 3 years trying to learn Spanish, and it's just super interesting on how people use Spanish also because Puerto Ricans speak Spanish differently, Mexicans speak Spanish differently, Venezuelans. It's super crazy and interesting,
Yeah.
and the dialect is super different and how they use their slang also. So it's just something super interesting, and I'd encourage everyone to try and look into those different cultures
Yeah.
and everything.
There you go. Lila Lisa, she says hi to you and the family.
Hi, Lila. How are you?
She's doing awesome. She's enjoying herself, getting ready for San Antonio. So she
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah
Thank you
so
for sharing. And she's always been a super great fan also and a supporter. So we appreciate you too, Lila.
yeah she's pushing out your music as much as possible. Of course, along with the other artists. So she's doing very well doing all that.
Yeah. Thank you guys for sharing the live also. And I want to say hi to everyone on Facebook who's watching. Thank you for your support. And make sure to share because what they're doing at I can't say the word.
Just say MCR. We got that.
Yeah, MCR. MCR is great. So keep sharing and give them the biggest platform ever. And they've really reached a lot of people and in their music and what they're playing and every day talking to you guys. So make sure to share.
There you go. Thank you so much. No, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I narrowed it down and I abbreviated it to MCR was for that reason. Because I know we got younger artists out there and they really can't say it, and I understand it. So it's not like I'm pushing it on them. So that's the reason why. One of the reasons why we did that. We've said MCR, and it's caught on very well. Even adults say it. So it's MCR.
Well, great.
So that's the reason why.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because when we started, we caught our a little bit of heat from that. It was like, man, it's offensive. I was like, well, no, not really, but at the same time, we don't want the kids to say it so much. So and some of them do, but so that's the reason why we said, we'll just narrow it down to MCR. It's easier, it's better, it's catchy. So yeah, MCR radio.
That's great. It brings a wide variety of an audience also. So,
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So let's see. So let's talk about some of the songs that you have on your new album. Which one is your favorite one on there so far?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I was just talking to Gipper about this. He's with the Cumbia Kings and he worked on a lot of the songs with AB on this album. and we were like, I don't even know what's my thing because they're all super different and just really cool. So I I think my favorite one I'd have to say is I think it's Te Extraño,
Mhm.
and that one's more of a cumbia, but it also has the feeling of because it's talking about I miss you um, and it's talking about how a girl is missing a guy because of all the things that they've been through together,
Mhm.
and it's a love story, and I always love so
Yeah.
um that I think that's my favorite song.
Awesome. Let's see. So you have 4 albums out now, a DVD as well, which everybody can get at Q Productions. What's next on your
Mhm.
list?
Oh my goodness. So already we're recording our fourth album, and which I'm super excited about. I always love going to the studio and working with Red and Mr. Q and just having a great time really. So we already recorded the Mass medley, which is on my Facebook where you guys can go listen to it. It's a 7-minute medley, I think, and that was super fun to record because of the history of the songs and just they're loved by the fans, those songs, and so to be able to record them and record our version of it and Q Productions version is and for Jimmy G is is really an honor for me. So I hope you guys like that. And we've recorded like 3 more songs. I'm gonna have an English song on the new album, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think you guys will like this album and be able to push it too.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll definitely do our best to help you out and push it, and play some of the new songs and stuff as much as we did on this one too. We
Thank
have
you.
we have the whole album. We have Quiero Besarte, Fue un placer
Mhm.
conocerte, Te extraño una vez más, which probably my personal favorite one. Una vez más is an awesome jam on this one. So
Really?
yeah, so it's
Oh
great.
wow.
Everything on it was great. The
Wow.
Tejano feel for it.
Thank
So
you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
so
Gipper, he actually recorded all the instruments on Una Vez Más. He's super talented, and I want to thank him if he's listening. But that's also my mom's favorite song, so
oh, there you go.
you guys have something in common.
There you go.
But yeah, so it's kind of Tejano norteño,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of fused. It's different a variety of like reggaeton and cumbia
Hmm.
and which AB calls it cumbiaton,
Hmm.
which it was super interesting to learn.
Yeah.
But we do have so many more things coming up. Again, we're gonna get really busy in March, April, and May and June. In April 7th we have the Latino Festival in Houston, Texas,
Hmm.
and April 27th we're going to California
Oh wow.
at the 20th. Oh, April 20th we're gonna be at Deco Fest, which we just got confirmed. And April 27th, we're going to California at the Tachi Hotel and Casino. I'm really, really excited to go back to California. We went when I think I was like 13 for Despierta America.
Hmm.
So I'm excited to go back to California. May 5th, we're going to Irving, Texas at the Irving Mall. May 25th, we're going to the Taco and Tequila Festival in San Antonio. I'll be having tacos but no tequila. Um, and June 8th, it's going to be the same festival but just in Spring, Texas. And we'll be in Vegas in August. And then the Valley, we're going to go to the Valley in November, which I'm really excited about because we have so many, followers from different states and from different cities in Texas. So I'm really excited to meet everyone and hope to meet you guys.
There you go. Well, we hope to see you out there in San Antonio. I know it's always a pleasure when we get together and talk and stuff like that. And hopefully we could do another interview. So it seems like every time we meet, we have to do an interview. It's always very important.
Yeah, definitely.
So
That'd be cool.
that's awesome. So real quick, what's on your bucket list? What's something that you have not done yet that you've always wanted to do?
That's a hard question. I think what's on my main bucket list, I don't think anybody knows this at all, but I would love to go to Vicente Fernandez's ranch. his ranch, which is like super odd. But I know he always has like little I don't even know what they're called. They're like little rodeos, I guess, at his ranch. Chareadas, sorry. And so that would be really cool. But another thing on my bucket list, I would say, is to perform at the Madison Square Garden.
Wow. Yeah, that's
which
huge.
is really it is huge, but it's always been super exciting to dream different things and dream big and take one day at a time and since I was little, I've always pointed out different places. I pointed out the Alamo Dome one day, and I was like, Dad, I want to perform there one day, and I think we're gonna do it. And a couple months later, they called my dad and said, we want her to sing the national anthem at the Alamo Dome,
Wow.
which was super crazy. And my dad was like, keep pointing things out. So it's always really exciting to dream big and yeah.
There you go. Well, that's awesome. You're doing a lot of things, while you're young, and it's very important that you're involved in the music business. That's great, and you get to meet, a whole different, more people out there. You get to see a different perspective from the business side of it as well as performing and stuff. So that's great.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's always so much fun to every time going on stage. It's always a different experience because of the fans, and it's always so much fun to be able to meet different people, different cultures, and just a wide variety of people. And people always they come up to groups and saying that their music touches them and they feel their feeling in the song, and it's always super exciting to hear that, and it's always an honor for me to hear that. And we want to thank the fans too, because without them, our music wouldn't be anywhere, and if they didn't push it like you guys do too, and the radio stations, it's a village that makes a music industry happen. So we really appreciate all the support. And every time going on stage with the band, there's always something different because it's a new night, it's a new day. So you never know what's gonna happen, and that's what's so exciting about being a performer is something different's gonna happen every time.
Awesome. Yeah, it's very true. All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for your time. I know you guys are very busy, and we can't wait to see you in a few weeks out there in San Antonio. Congratulations on the new album. And it's doing very well, and I'm glad your dad's doing better. So prayers going out to him still. He can base full recovery, that way he can go to fanfare and start dancing out there.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll make sure to tell him that. He's already buying tap shoes because he thinks he'll be able to tap.
There you go. You'll be having some fun out there. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. I appreciate all the support, and thank the fans also for listening on Facebook or wherever you're listening from. Keep supporting MCR, and just keep pushing La Onda Tejana and have a good time while you're listening to everyone's music also, because that's what life is about, living life. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much again, Mr. Juan Mendoza, and I hope to see you guys again very, very soon. Primero Dios, we'll see you guys at Fanfare and have dinner or something.
There you go. We could do that. So definitely after one of them after party dinners.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, cool.
There you go. All right. Any shout outs you want to give out real quick?
Yes, I do want to give out some shout outs to Lila. I know she was listening on Facebook. I want to give a shout out to TLL Talent. I know she shares a lot of our interviews and a lot of our posts. And Terry Duarte, thank you so much for listening. You're an amazing fan, and for sharing. I appreciate all your support. And oh my gosh, sorry. And someone's calling my dad, but I appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to my mom for everything. You're amazing. And her birthday was January 6th, and she's such an amazing part of my life, and I want to thank her so much for everything she does for me. And everyone who's listening, thanks.
All right, there you
Thanks a
go.
bunch.
There you go. Everybody on Facebook Live, of course. I know someone's probably saying hi. I can't see it right now because my phone's connected to it. So, but I'm sure a lot of people on Facebook Live are saying hi to you. So, everybody that's watching on Facebook Live, hello. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Q Productions, big shout out going out to them out there, doing an awesome job with our artists. And to you and your family, just thank you guys so much for everything. And we hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you so much. I'll see you very, very soon. Primero Dios. We'll see you guys.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and you have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for joining us here on MCR.
Thank you. Have a good night. God bless you.
All right, you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Isabel Marie from San Antonio, and we're gonna go ahead and play one of her songs real quick, one of her latest, and this one is called Una Vez Más, right here on MCR. Sule.
Mil veces lo hemos intentado, pero aún no sanan tus heridas. Contigo sé que yo he fallado, pero prometo que soy mejor que ayer. Aún no me has olvidado, tus ojos hablan mucho más de ti. Juraba que me habías cambiado, pero te mueres por mí. Dime tú si me amas, si me quieres, que te tengo que decir que yo quiero darte todo, todo y más, tenerte entre mis brazos, regresar. Yo quiero amarte, quiero besarte, e intentarlo una vez más, una vez más. Sé que no has pensado que todavía me extrañas cuando has llorado. Ay, por todas mis fallas, dame la oportunidad para verte, que se me nota, quiero tenerte cerquita del alma, del cuerpo y la mente. Esta vez prometo llevarte a bailar, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Esas canciones que tanto te gustan, que te solía dedicar. Dame la oportunidad para verte, que se me nota, quiero tenerte. Tu amor yo lo quiero, mi vida, yo quiero darte todo, todo y más. Tenerte entre mis brazos, regresar. Yo quiero amarte, quiero besarte, e intentarlo una vez más. Yo quiero darte todo, todo y más. Tenerte entre mis brazos, regresar. Yo quiero amarte, quiero besarte, intentarlo una vez más, una vez más.
On MasChingonRadio.com. Really do appreciate it. We want to thank Miss Isabel Marie for joining us. And awesome interview. We can't wait to have that for you guys on the website. And she's doing an awesome job out there. So we want to thank her so much for taking her time out of her busy schedule to join us here on MCR. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Straight up 8 o'clock here in South Texas. I was gonna start getting all ghettofied. South Central, Southeast. But we're here in South Texas. So we're getting ready for your top 20 countdown. And here it goes.
Mas Chingon Radio and Lila Lisa Promotions presents MCR's Top 20 Countdown. Now here's your host, Juan Mendoza. Tune in and súbale.
All right. Thank you so much for being with us here at Master Gun Radio. Get ready for your top 20 countdown. So coming in at number 20 this week, young man, his name is David Lee Rodriguez. And this is the latest right here. And this one is called El Regalo. Number 20 on Master Gun Radio's top 20 countdown. Súbele. What's up, cuz? Thank you, everybody, for joining us, of course, on Facebook Live. Mr. Horace, how's it going out there traveling the world? Alma Santana and